Manga Wido.
You gambled with our savings?
It's not what you think. You need to listen to me.
No, I won't! We're getting divorced!
No! I'm Mayumi Takahashi. This is my husband, Kazuya. We were in the middle of a marriage crisis. I met Kazuya when I was in college. We got together steadily after that and got married at the age of 26. At the beginning of our marriage, we were very close, and he asked me to join his family after marriage. So I quit my job and became a full-time housewife. We were very close in the beginning of our marriage, and I thought it would last forever. When our son Naoto was born, Kazuya's attitude gradually changed. Kazuya, hold Naoto in your arms.
No. He won't stop crying even if I do that.
Then, could you wash the dishes? I'll take care of Naoto.
Fine. I'm tired from work too, you know.
It seemed that Kazuya was transferred to a busy department a little after Naoto was born, and at home he always says, "I'm resting up for work," and lounges around all the time. He did almost nothing to take care of the child, let alone do any housework. My parents-in-law are not able to help me because of their health problems. Kazuya worked overtime and never came home, so I was taking care of the child all by myself. Hey, Kazuya? Can I go to the hair salon this weekend? It's about time. I want you to watch Naoto for 2 hours.
What? No way!
How come?
Because I don't know how to make milk. And I can't change a diaper?
I've taught you how to do it before.
You don't need to go to the salon in the first place, do you?
What?
You're a housewife. You don't have anywhere to go. It's pointless to keep your appearance clean.
But I have to go shopping and to the hospital all the time, you know? And I need some alone time once in a while to relax, or else my body won't be able to take it.
What? You're relaxing every day, aren't you? A housewife is basically like being unemployed.
What? What are you talking about? I'm busy taking care of Naoto and doing housework every day.
Oh, shut up! That's enough!
Where are you going?
Where does it matter? I'm going outside. If I stay at home, I'll have to listen to you.
Wait! Kazuya went out without listening to me and didn't come back until midnight. After that, Kazuya went out every weekend. Thanks to that, I had to take care of my child alone every single day. When Naoto became 1 year old and started to talk, Kazuya didn't play with him at all and continued to go out selfishly and come home late. He used to be so kind. Why did he become like this? Then, one day, I received a phone call from my mother-in-law. She told me that my father-in-law had been hit by a car. I'm at the hospital, but I'm worried all by myself. You come over. Yes, I'll call Kazuya too. Please do. I called immediately, but Kazuya didn't answer. No matter how many times I called, I had no choice but to call the office, and a colleague answered. My father-in-law was in an accident.
What? That's terrible!
I would like you to tell Kazuya to go to Manwa Hospital. I'm sorry to bother you when you're all busy working overtime, but...
Overtime? We're on our way home now. Takahashi already left, too.
What? Apparently, he's only had overtime a few times this month. And he's gone home on time, almost every day. After that, Kazuya did not answer the phone no matter how many times I called him, so I went to the hospital with Naoto in the end. Fortunately, my father-in-law's injuries were not serious, and he was told that he could leave the hospital tomorrow. And I was relieved about that. But Kazuya, what on earth are you doing lying about working overtime? Late at night, I questioned Kazuya, who came home quietly. Your coworker told me! You lied about working overtime! What are you doing every day?
I guess I've been caught.
What's with that attitude?
You always nag me to babysit when I come home, so I was killing time at a pachinko parlor.
What?
Look, I'm the breadwinner of this family, and I'm earning money for you guys. Why can't I take a little time off?
But I don't have time to relax. Always home by myself and...
I'm tired of hearing that! I'm supposed to earn money! You're supposed to take care of the house and raise the kids! It's a division of labor, so don't complain!
I tried to refute him, But Kazuya's argument didn't change after that. On the contrary, he started going out drinking and playing pachinko, as if it was a convenient thing I found out. Even after Naoto turned 2, Kazuya's behavior did not change, and he came home late, at night, almost every day. That's enough! If you have money to spend on pachinko, save it for Naoto!
It's not your business what I do with the money I earned!
But it's the family money, right? We need to save for emergencies, or Naoto's school tuition.
Huh? Are you telling me you're going to interfere with what I do?
My husband won't understand me, no matter what I said, and just keeps yelling. In the end,
If you want to save money, why don't you work? Well, I guess there's no place that would hire a housewife with no merit nowadays.
and he even looked down on me like that. I was at the end of my patience. If you're going to say that much, let's do it then. I started working as an office worker at a nearby company while Naoto was at kindergarten. This alone allowed me to earn about 70,000 yen a month. Then, when Kazuya found my pay stubs,
Since you're earning money, don't spend any of my money except on food.
what is that?
If you're working too, it's only natural, isn't it?
Fine. We'll set aside a certain amount to put in the family budget. And we can spend the rest however we want.
Yeah, fine.
I was annoyed with Kazuya, who said,
You're not much after all, only earning this little.
but I was grateful to have the money to spend with dignity. I worked hard and tried to save up. And one day, when Naoto was getting used to kindergarten, and we were getting used to our current lifestyle,
Stop! Don't tell Mayumi! No, I can't take it anymore. If you won't pay, I'll get Mayumi to. Wait a minute!
I heard that at the front door, and when I went there, I found Kazuya and his college seminar buddy, Sugita-kun, standing there. Sugita-kun! Long time no see! What happened?
Oh, Mayumi. Long time no see. Well, this guy hasn't paid me back yet.
What? Kazuya? You were borrowing money from Sugita-kun? When I asked him about it, he said he borrowed money several times when he lost at gambling. The amount was over 200,000 yen! I'm sorry! I didn't know!
No. As long as he pays me back, it's okay.
Hold on a second. I'll go to the convenience store and drop it off.
What? You don't have that kind of money, do you?
Just wait a second. I ran to the convenience store to withdraw money. After that, I gave the money to Sugita-kun, apologizing, who was waiting. Sugita-kun was not angry, but rather sympathized with me, saying,
Mayumi, you're having a hard time too.
My husband is pathetic. Anyway, I'm glad we were able to repay the loan. I entered the house relieved, but waiting for me was Kazuya, who was furious.
Why do you have that much money?
What?
The money you gave him! Why do you have that much money? There's no way you can have that kind of money with only a part-time salary!
There's nothing wrong about it. I'm only making money part-time. I'm also making money investing in Forex and penny stocks. Yes, in fact, I saved the money I earned from my part-time job and started investing. I originally worked at a financial institution, so I had the basic knowledge. And I read books and research on the internet, and as a result of challenging myself with the pocket money I had, it worked out better than expected, and I was able to save money which wouldn't have been possible with just a part-time job. When I told Kazuya about it, he was furious for some reason.
You gambled with our savings?
It's a misunderstanding. You need to listen to me.
No, I won't! We're getting a divorce!
I saved the money from my part-time job. It's my money.
You couldn't have made that much money on your part-time job! You must have used my money secretly!
I showed him the bank book, since he didn't seem to understand my verbal explanation. You see? This is all the money I earned. I didn't transfer any money from your account. I proved to him that I didn't, but...
You're investing without telling me? And Forex? I don't mind if it's stocks, but that's gambling!
I'm not gambling. Even Forex is a proper investment. I mean, you play pachinko. Pachinko is gambling.
Shut up! You're not supposed to keep your earnings a secret from me in the first place as a married couple! I won't allow it! We're getting a divorce!
Apparently, Kazuha was furious that I made more money than he did on my own. No matter what I said, he wouldn't listen to me and kept repeating, "We're getting a divorce." Ugh, if you insist that much, let's get a divorce.
Huh. You should have said that from the beginning.
I'm taking Naoto with me, though.
Suit yourself.
Naoto, you're going to live with Mommy and Grandpa, okay?
Sure. I love Grandpa's house. I don't like Dad for scolding Mom.
Take Naoto and get out of here! I don't want to see your face ever again!
We then began proceedings for a divorce. I was rather relieved to think that I could go back to my parents' home, as I had no more love and no more desire to be married to Kazuya, whose love had also dried up. And 3 weeks later, I told my parents about the situation and got their approval. And when I was ready for divorce to some extent, Kazuya suddenly said this.
I'll make sure you give me your share of what you earn from your investments.
You want me to split my savings?
Yeah, that's right. Money earned during the marriage is joint property for the couple. Isn't that right?
Fine, I said with a smile, disgusted at the extent of his obstinacy. I'll split what I made in Forex. Well, I'm sure it'll be offset by the alimony I'm claiming from you.
Huh? Alimony?
You're cheating on me, aren't you?
You... What kind of baseless thing are you saying?
I approve. Sugita-kun told me. Yes, Sugita-kun, who came that day asking for the money he lent, called me the next day and said,
I forgot to tell you yesterday, Mayumi. Kazuya's secret doesn't end with gambling.
And he told me that Kazuya was cheating on me.
His partner is Lisa, the prettiest girl in the seminar.
What?
I just happened to see them coming out of the Love Hotel arm in arm.
No way. After that, I asked a detective to investigate, and he found out that Sugita-kun's story was true. Here, this is the evidence.
No way!
The money I earned from my investments will be properly divided as our shared assets. But you need to pay what you owe too.
No! My plan!
In the end, I received alimony, which increased my income and expenditure. Of course, I had the adulterer pay for alimony as well. By the way, after the divorce, Kazuya also seemed to have gone into investing. He probably thought, if she could do it, I can do it too. It seemed to work for a moment, but it failed soon after. He even went to the trouble of calling my parents' house to cry because I blocked his calls.
I'm having a hard time paying off my debt! Can you at least lend me some money for the interest?
Nope. I'm not a good-natured person who pays other people's debts. Don't ever call me again. After that, Kazuya could not repay his debt. Or perhaps he disappeared from work and ran away from his home, and no one knows where he is. Maybe he's catching crabs in the Northern Sea. Naoto and I are still living at my parents' house. I work full-time with the help of my parents, and my life is going well. My investments are going well. And we're living without any money problems at the moment.
Noki!
Let's have ice cream with Grandma afterwards. My parents love him, and he seems happy. From now on, I would like to protect the peaceful life with Naoto and my parents. I'm Kyoko Inoue. I'm a mother of 2 children, and today I'm fitting costumes for the recital in a week's time at the kindergarten. My sons are twins, so naturally, they need 2 costumes. For the children's big day, I stayed up all night to create the adorable costumes. It's a very beautiful costume. Did you make it yourself? Oh, Principal. Yes, making clothes is my hobby. I see. That's great. It's a quality I've never seen before. Thank you very much. We only just moved in, so we'll do our best to get to know you all at the recital. Yes, let's make it a success. Best regards. I used to work in an apparel store and went to a dressmaking school, so I'm really good at making costumes. Of course, the other moms' costumes are adorable, but I guess it's parental stupidity that makes me want my kids to shine. I'm looking forward to it. But soon after this, an incident occurred. What? You really put it here?
Yeah.
My sons had finished changing their clothes while I was in the bathroom. But when I looked where I'd left them, I couldn't find their outfits. Apparently, someone stole it while I was out of sight for a bit. Principal, I just can't seem to find it. I see. I'll ask the others too. But no matter where I looked after that, I couldn't find the costume. I'm sorry. It was my lack of supervision. No, it's not the principal's fault. It's my fault for leaving it up to the kids. What should we do about the recital? Please, don't worry. I'll make another one. I see. I'll be sure to contact you if we find it. I told that to the principal, but there was no way I could produce something just as good in 1 week. I worked on the costume again without sleep, and managed to make it in time for the day of the recital. But the quality was much lower than what I had originally created. Keita, Kota, I'm sorry. The costumes before were better, weren't they?
No, I like this one too. Yeah, they're both cool.
I see. I'm looking forward to the recital, both of you.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll practice more.
Yes, what's important is not the costumes, but the children's performance. That's what I thought going into the recital.
Everyone has such wonderful costumes. Yes, they must have worked very hard on them.
So says Mio Ida, the boss mom of this kindergarten. A person talking with Ida-san is Remi Fujishima, who moved in at the same time as us. Ida-san's husband is an executive of a partially listed company, and apparently, she's on good terms with the board chairperson too. Moreover, she also donated a large sum of money to the kindergarten, so she had a lot of power.
Fujishima's kids are up next. Yes, I've been nervous since yesterday, but I hope they do their best.
Remi Fujishima, on the other hand, is a so-called delinquent mom, due to her flamboyant clothes and outrageous behavior. She has already been shunned by other parents. That's why she's trying to make up for it. Desperate to get in with the kindergarten boss, the incident happened when the sons of that delinquent mom appeared.
Next up is Ryusei, Fujishima, and Daiya.
Yes, what a coincidence. Fujishima's kids are twins just like ours. The applause from the parents who had come to watch the show echoed. And when they appeared to the music... What? The delinquent mom's sons were wearing the costumes I had made!
Inoue-san, that outfit.
Yes, I think it's ours. At that moment, someone stared at us in panic. Yes, the delinquent mom Fujishima.
What should we do? Should we call it off and I'll tell Fujishima-san?
But if we make a big deal out of it, the recital will be cancelled. If it's cancelled because of me, the people who moved in might accuse me of not being able to read the air. I'm sure delinquent mom Fujishima is smiling in anticipation of that. I won't do anything for now.
Okay, I understand. I'll see you later.
They then danced adorably and received a round of applause. The kids must have believed that their mother made their costumes as well. Thinking that the children were innocent, I joined them in applauding.
How are my kids? Yes, that was great. The dancing and the costumes were amazing. What a great success. Thank you.
Well, that might be the last time you can smile.
Next, we have Keita Inoue and Kota Inoue.
When my sons appeared, the parents started to murmur. Wait, that costume.
It's the same as Fujishima-san's. Oh, really? Did she copy the costume design? How shameless. That's too much.
Plagiarism is bad for children too. In the meantime, my sons began to perform. Then...
Oh, isn't this dance and that outfit from Mon Wasaka the idol?
Oh, you're right. I've seen it before.
Yes, this costume is not my original design, but a stage costume of a certain idol group that has been on the market recently. The song is so intense that the average kindergarten can't even dance to it. What? That's amazing!
They look like pros!
No wonder the other mothers were surprised. My husband is a professional dancer and choreographer. He actually came up with the choreography. The kids were taught to dance by their father on a regular basis, and mastered skills far beyond the kindergarten level.
Just because you dance a little better doesn't change the fact that you plagiarized. I agree, but if they're such good dancers, why did she copy the costume design?
Loud cheers from the audience erupted at that moment. As my son snapped off the shoulder buttons of their costume, the color instantly switched from red to blue. What? Oh my god, how is that possible?
Oh my god! It could change color in an instant!
Oh, that costume is double layered?
That's how!
But once they realized how it works, it naturally brought up a question. Huh? Fujishima's kids had the same outfit, right?
Yeah, but she didn't use the other color.
Maybe she didn't know?
She made it herself. How could she not know?
What if she didn't make it?
No way!
Meanwhile, the song reached its climax and my son left the stage to cheers from the audience.
Inoue sons were amazing.
Yes, they practiced a lot for this day, so...
But aside from that, I think we'll have to hold a parent meeting after this.
What?
The fact that Fujisama-san and Inoue-san's kids were wearing the same costumes and that Fujisama-san's kids didn't use a costume check. We need to talk to her properly and clarify the reason for that.
Apparently, Ida-san was on my side. And at an emergency meeting of parents,
I heard from the principal that the costumes Inoue-san made was stolen a week ago.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was. I discussed it with the principal and kept it a secret so as to not cause any trouble, but...
I see. So, Fujishima-san, what do you have to say? I didn't steal anything. As a proof of that, I knew this trick too. Look. Oh.
You don't know how to do it.
So that was Inoue-san's.
That's what it is. It's not possible to make something yourself and then tear it up without knowing how it works. Delinquent mom Fujishima-san quickly became isolated and helpless. Then, to my surprise, she admitted her guilt with ease.
I'm sorry. I stole it. I'm sorry.
Why did you do that?
It was such a cute and beautiful outfit, so I just... But this is theft, you know that, right? Principal, let's call the police.
The police?
No!
Please wait. Let's not call the police.
Inoue-san.
Sure, it's bad enough that she stole the costumes, but the kids are innocent, right?
That's true, but...
I don't want to ruin the recital that just ended up being a great success by doing something like this. Besides, it would be a pity for Fujishima-san's child to find out that his mother stole the costumes.
Thank you! Thank you so much! Fujishima-san? Yes? Inoue-san says so, so I'll let it slide this time, but... yes?
Please do not talk to me in the future from now on.
Okay.
The delinquent mom, who had received an expulsion order from the boss mom, left the place half crying.
But still, Inoue-san, in addition to your costume-making skills, you also seem to have a firm set of good beliefs on education.
No, I just think that as long as the children have a smile on their faces, that's all that matters.
That's wonderful. Would you like to join us for tea sometime? Right, guys?
Yes, I'd love to hear all about it.
Let's go together.
After that day, I was frequently invited by Ida-san and the other members of the Boss Mom group. I was not a fan of such gatherings, but when I finally attended one, it was much different from what I expected. The Boss Mom, Ida-san, didn't seem to be making a big deal out of it, and the other moms were chatting casually with each other. Mostly small talk, but occasionally there were discussions about education, and it became a comfortable space for me as well. And so my position changed from mom who just moved in to mom who is good friends. The delinquent mom, Fujishima on the other hand, has been isolated ever since that incident. I don't know if it was the stress from that, but one day she was caught shoplifting at the supermarket by a clerk and got the police called on her. She was then divorced shortly afterwards, probably because her husband had grown tired of her. She was abandoned by her husband and children and now lives alone in a ramshackle apartment. The husband, who is now a single father, began to attend kindergarten events and learned about the costume theft.
I'm very sorry for causing you so much trouble on that occasion.
No, it's something of the past, so...
But what my ex-wife did was a crime, and...
I'm not worried about it anymore. It didn't particularly affect my children either, so it's okay. More importantly, please take care of your children.
Thank you. You're a very kind person, just as Ida-san told me.
Apparently, the wife is the only one who's a delinquent, and her husband was a very earnest person. Fujisaki-san went around apologizing for his ex-wife's misdeeds and started to get along with the parents. Today, Fujisaki-san's kids and my kids have become good friends and are living a peaceful kindergarten life. This incident reminded me of the importance of living honestly.
I'm Kaoru Okura. I'm a security guard who just got divorced a few months ago. The reason for the divorce was my ex-wife's infidelity. I was working night shifts all the time to make a little extra money for my wife and our child, who would eventually be born. Because of this, a distance was created between us, and I didn't realize that my wife was losing interest in me. But I did my best in my own way. Since the divorce, I've been so shocked that I completely lost all motivation for my work. When one day... It's a purse snatcher! Get him! What? Out of the way! Watch out! Whoa! Are you okay? Any injuries?
Are you a police officer?
Oh, no. I'm a security guard. I'm off today.
Security guard? That's cool!
Is it? The snatcher was taken away by police officers, and we were the only ones left at the scene. I looked around, but there was no sign of the child's parents.
I'm Sota. What about you?
I'm Kaoru Okura.
Thank you for saving me, Kaoru.
Oh, good on you for having good manners. So, were you playing by yourself, Sota? Where's your mother?
Mom's at work. It's boring to be alone at home, so I thought I'd come to the park and see if I could find some friends. There weren't any today, but...
I see.
Oh.
Are you hungry?
Yeah?
Want to go eat something with me?
I don't have any money.
I wouldn't let a kid pay for themselves. It's on me.
Really? Yay!
After having him text his parents, we both went to a nearby family restaurant.
Delicious!
Good. Eat as much as you want.
Yeah, thanks.
He eats with good manners and is well behaved. There weren't any bruises on his body, and his home environment seems to be okay too. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much just because he was playing alone.
Oh, it's from Mom. She's coming to pick me up after work.
And then...
Nice to meet you. I'm Hitomi Yasui.
Wow, she's beautiful. I'm Kaoru Okura.
I can't thank you enough for all the help you've given my son. I don't know how to thank you.
No, it's okay. We were going to say goodbye at the family restaurant, but since we were going in the same direction, we decided to go home together halfway. On the way, Sota introduced me saying,
Kaoru is a security guard.
And we started talking about our jobs. Yasui-san is a single mother who works at a supermarket during the day and at a Japanese-style pub at night. If she's working all the time, I guess it can't be helped that she can't take care of her kid during the day. After a while, we got to the front of my house.
Oh, it's here.
What? So we lived in the same apartment building.
I didn't know that was possible.
Wow, it's like fate.
Fate? And so, the three of us parted in front of the apartment in surprise. So much happened, and I'm tired. But it was the most fun I've had in a long time. Hitomi-san, she was beautiful. Sota was an honest, good boy, too. I was influenced by Sota's words. It's like fate. I couldn't help but think of the two of them. At that moment...
Oh, it's Kaoru!
What?
You work here too!
Oh!
Hello.
Hello! Since it was right after thinking about the two of them, I was somewhat flustered. Sota looked at me with sparkling eyes for some reason. Sota? What's up?
Kaoru! You're protecting the shopping mall, right?
What? Well, yeah.
You're so cool. The uniform suits you too.
Thanks.
You agree too, right, Mom?
Yes, you look great, Okura-san.
Thank you very much. She probably just went along with Sota, but I'm happy.
Hey! Are you off on Sunday, Kaoru?
I'm not off every week, but I am off next Sunday.
Then let's play together!
Hey, that's rude.
No, I'm fine. I'm always just lounging around at home. Let's play catch.
Yeah!
And next Sunday. Sota, are you ready?
Yeah!
Sota was quite a physical boy. Besides, he was an elementary school student in his prime. It was me, the old man, who had to rest first. Let's take a break.
What? Can you still be a security guard like that? Come on, old man.
Hey! Then Sota's friend showed up at the right moment, and I went over to the bench with Hitomi-san to take a break. Sota's very energetic. I underestimated the stamina of a child.
Thank you for playing with him. That boy has never played with his father.
Oh, I see. No wonder.
What?
Oh no, he seemed really happy. So I thought maybe... he didn't mention his father the other day either. Oh, I'm sorry for bringing it up.
No, if you don't mind, could you listen, Okura-san? Actually...
Hitomi-san's ex-husband was a violent man, so they came to this foreign town to get away from him. She was afraid that one day her ex-husband would find them. She felt bad, but she told Sota not to play outside by himself.
But it looks like he couldn't stop himself from wanting to play outside.
The day Sota broke Hitomi's order and went out to play was the day he happened to meet me.
I'm sorry for the heavy talk. Sota seems to be opening up, and I feel like I can trust Okura-san somehow.
Oh no, I'm just...
If you don't mind, please play with him again.
Yes, I'd love to. Ever since that day, on days when I could get home earlier than Hitomi-san, I would have dinner with Sota, and when I had days off with Hitomi-san, the three of us would go out together.
It's like we're a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
You guys are kind of good together.
Sota! You can't tease adults like that!
That's right, Sota.
I was able to have a more positive attitude towards my work. I have to become a cool security guard like Sota says. That's how I started to think. But there came a day that disrupted this peaceful life. One day during break at work, I received a phone call from Hitomi-san.
Okura-san, it's Sota. Sota.
Hitomi-san's ex-husband tried to take Sota home from the park where he was playing. And when he tried to run, Sota ran out into the street and got into an accident. I asked my colleague to let me leave early and rushed to the hospital. Hitomi-san!
Okura-san, I'm sorry for contacting you while you're at work.
No! How's Sota? Sota apparently hit his head, but miraculously, it was a minor injury, and tests showed no abnormalities. But he hasn't regained consciousness. It was already past midnight by the time I realized. The hospital told us that it was already late, and that we should prepare for hospitalization and come back tomorrow. So we decided to leave the hospital for the time being. Let's go visit him together tomorrow morning. Sota will be awake by then, I'm sure. Yes.
Could you stay with me for the night?
What? But even though he was okay for the moment, I could imagine how worried she must be. Sure. I know this may be difficult, but please, get some sleep. I'll sleep on the couch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Despite saying that, Hitomi-san didn't let go. If you don't mind, can I sleep next to you?
Yes.
We lay close together on the single bed. After a little while, I could hear her breathing in her sleep, and I was relieved that Hitomi-san was able to sleep. I want to protect her. I want this person to be able to sleep in peace every night. The next day, we went to the hospital first thing in the morning.
Mom! Carl, good morning!
Sota was completely fine.
Sota! Thank God!
Why are you crying too, Carl?
Because I was so worried about you! Fortunately, Sota's injuries were not serious, and he could be discharged from the hospital in a few days.
I'm sorry for worrying you. I'll try not to make you cry anymore, Mom.
How manly of you!
'Cause I'm a man.
A few days later, Hitomi-san's ex-husband was arrested for attempted kidnapping. Although he was released, he was banned from seeing Hitomi-san and her son. Now Hitomi-san can rest a little easier. I was determined after this one incident. A few weeks after the accident, I confessed to Hitomi. But Hitomi said,
If you're saying this out of pity, I can't accept it. I can't involve Okura-san in our situation anymore.
"It's not out of pity. I want to protect you because you're Hitomi and Sota, and I want to be your family."
Okura-san.
That's awesome! I could trust my mom to Kaoru, too!
Sota?
Besides, you like Kaoru, right, Mom?
Well, yes, but...
She's so cute. With Sota's encouragement, we officially started dating and got married a few months later. At that time, what concerned me was my job. Sota was still in elementary school, and I don't want Hitomi-san to overwork herself. But I thought if I worked more shifts for income, the same thing as last time would happen, so I asked her if I should change jobs. But...
What? Don't quit! I don't like how you're working as a security guard, Kaoru!
If you like your job, I don't think you need to quit. Kaoru-san, who works hard at your job, is wonderful.
Is that so? The two of them convinced me, and I decided to continue working as a security guard. I think I was being a little naive, but if my family supports me, I'm willing to work hard. I decided not to take the easy approach and increase my night shift, but to get security-related certifications to improve my skills and get a raise and a promotion. I also took the company's promotional exams and worked my way up the ladder.
Kaoru-san, congratulations on your promotion!
Congratulations!
Thanks.
Thank you for always looking out for us, even though you're busy with your studies and work.
I'm able to do my best because of you two, Hitomi, Sota. So I'm the one who should thank you.
My dad is cool after all.
I guess. I was taking in the happiness of working hard for the people I love, thanks to these two. It was only 5 years later, when Hitomi died of illness. I cursed my fate, but I didn't lose any more. Hitomi wouldn't want to see us rotting. I worked hard at my job, trying to live my life without embarrassing Hitomi. I went from being that useless security guard to being promoted and having a lot of subordinates. And I'm sure Sota felt the same way. After Hitomi's departure, he stopped joking around and became very active in studies and sports. He led an exemplary life as a student. Hitomi, are you watching? Sota is our pride. And then... Watch out! Are you okay? Any injuries?
No, I'm fine.
It's dangerous to run off like that. Be careful.
Yes.
Wait here. This kind of reminds me of when we first met. Sota was chasing a soccer ball too. Good job, Officer Okura. Oh, Dad! 20 years have passed since then. Sota became a police officer and is working at a police box in a town a short distance away from his parents' house. That kid looked just like me when I first met you, Dad. Really? I saved the day more spectacularly than you did, though. You're on a roll. But that time, I thought you were a hero too, Dad. Don't be so dramatic. When you think of a hero, a police officer like you comes to mind. That was originally because I wanted to be like you. I'm the man I am today because of you, Dad. And now you're the father of a child. Right. Yes. Sota got married last year, and just recently had his first son. Tomorrow is the day of the visit to the shrine for my grandson. So I took a day off from work and came to my son's family's house. Mom will be watching too, right? Ah, of course. She'll be in the photo and everything. That would be great. Hitomi, didn't Sota and I do a pretty good job? Can you give us a little credit? Holding my late wife close to my heart, I watched my son and his family smiling happily.
Hey, Tatsuya, let's go to a motel or something. Come on.
Oh, not today. I'm Tatsuya Shirai. As a kid, I went to an all-boys school, It's kinda embarrassing, but I've never had a girlfriend in my life. But one night, this girl started hitting on me. It all started about 6 months ago. My parents tried to set me up with this girl. Her name was Miki Morita. Her father owned this factory in our hometown. Apparently, he struck some kind of deal with my parents. Their daughter married me, and in return, my family invested in their family business. You see, my family was very wealthy. This is ridiculous. I didn't really feel like it, but my parents kept bugging me about it. So I decided to go see her. And I'm glad I did, because she was super pretty. So what do you do on the weekends and stuff?
I go to the movies a lot. Oh, and I also like to go hiking.
Really? Me too.
Oh yeah? Good to hear.
Yeah. So there is such a thing as love at first sight. I asked her out on another date after that. Then a few months later, please go out with me. Please be my girlfriend. After our 4th date, I officially asked her out, and she said yes. So now I had a girlfriend for the first time in my life. But then, hey, that movie you were talking about? It's out now. We should go watch it.
Yeah, I'd love to, but I'm not feeling well.
Oh, okay. Feel better. Everything was going pretty well for the first few months. But then, for some reason, she started avoiding me. Is it just a coincidence? I can't tell. So one night, I went out to a bar to drink on my own.
Hey there, are you alright?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Just having some trouble with my girlfriend, that's all.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Want to talk about it? I'm a pretty good listener.
Why is she being so friendly to me? I don't even know her. I didn't even ask, but she told me her name was Airi Ichinose. Then,
The thing is, I was supposed to meet with my friends tonight, but they canceled on me at the last minute. That's why I was drinking by myself. Come on, drink with me.
Okay, I guess. But hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. She was really friendly. Too friendly, if you ask me. I got up to go use the bathroom. I don't like girls like her. Why is she being so friendly? It's so weird. I miss Miki. But then, when I went back to my seat...
No worries, I found him. I got this, trust me.
Huh? Is she talking about me? There were many other guys at the bar. Many of them were much better looking than me. So why did she come to me? Is she trying to play me? But for what? Who'd do this to me? Let's find out.
I'm bored. I got nothing to do today. Let's go do something.
Sorry, but I got a girlfriend. I can't.
Oh, come on. Fine, at least give me your number.
Why?
You're my type, that's why. You seem really smart and stuff. I like that.
Okay.
I just want to get to know you better, that's all. Come on.
Normally I'd say no, but I wanted to find out what she was up to. So I gave her my number and headed home for the night. After that, Irie kept texting me, asking me to go out on a date with her. Then...
Tatsuya, it's me. Hey, what a coincidence.
Huh? I ran into her at the station on my way home from work. She said it was a coincidence, but I had a hard time believing her. But I decided to play along. Hey! What are the odds, huh? What's up?
Oh, nothing. My friend bailed on me again. Want to grab some coffee or something?
Oh, sure. Why not?
So, my manager was like...
Oh, yeah? That sucks.
Then this other woman in my department, she's so mean to me. I want to quit already.
Yeah, I know how that feels. They always pick on the young ones. Then her phone rang.
Sorry, I gotta take this.
Sure. Take your time. This is my chance. I reached into her bag and took a peek at her driver's license. What the? The name on her license read Ryoko Ishigami. She was using a fake name? But why? I put the license back in her wallet and looked up Ryoko Ishigami on my socials. No way. She went to the same high school as Miki? And they're the same age? They must have been classmates. Is Miki the one behind all this? No, that can't be. I gotta keep digging. I gotta get to the bottom of this. A few minutes later, she came back.
Hey, I got some free movie tickets from a client today. Want to go see it together? Come on.
Like I said, I got a girlfriend, so I can't go see a movie with another girl.
Oh, come on. It's just a movie. What's the big deal? We're just friends, right?
I guess, but I wanted to say no, but she just wouldn't take no for an answer. She's up to something. I can tell. So I said yes. I decided to play dumb. We sat in different seats and decided to meet up at the lobby after the movie was over. After the movie was over, I told her I had to go to the bathroom. I thought if I gave her some alone time, maybe she'd call the person that was behind all this. Then, a few minutes later, I knew it!
No worries. I'll get him. I'll seal the deal tonight. Don't worry, Miki. I got you covered. You'll be able to break up with him in no time.
Miki. So she's the one behind this. I couldn't believe it. Why does she want to break up with me, though? I'm confused. I was pretty shocked. I didn't know what to say. I took a few deep breaths and went back to Irie.
Next time I want to sit next to you. I think I like you, Tatsuya.
What? But I got a girlfriend.
I know, but you said she's been avoiding you. Why not break up with her? You know you'd be much happier with me.
But I don't know.
I would never make you feel lonely like that. Think about it.
Okay, give me a few days to think about it.
Really? Oh, thank you. Hope you make the right decision.
She's such a good liar. Wow, I was actually kind of impressed. She was a good actor. After we left the theater, she asked me to go to a motel with her. I told her I had to go see my family and headed straight home. She kept texting me even after I got home. It was getting really annoying. Well, I still don't know why Miki's avoiding me, but one thing's for sure, she doesn't like me anymore. I can't trust her anymore. A few days later, I called out Miki and told her it was over. Sorry, but I can't do this anymore. I want to break up.
Oh.
I know I said I wanted to marry you someday, but it's over. Sorry.
Okay.
She didn't put up much of a fight. No surprises there. After that, I called up Irie.
Hey there! Thanks for calling. What's up?
I broke up with my girlfriend.
Oh yeah? So you'll go out with me?
Yeah, like you said, I think I'll be much happier with you. So...
Yay! I'm so happy.
But then, Irie blocked my number. No surprises there. Her job was done, so she no longer had any reason to talk to me. But I knew this would happen. I knew her real name, but she didn't know that. I checked her Twitter. It read, "I'm going to Manhwa Cafe the day after tomorrow. Can't wait." So I decided to surprise her. 2 days later, I waited for her to show up at the cafe. Irie, there you are! You haven't returned any of my calls. I was worried about you.
Huh?
Who's this guy?
I don't know him. Come on, let's go.
Stop joking around. I'm her boyfriend, Tatsuya. Ryoko? What the hell is going on here? Ryoko? I thought your name was Irie.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Who are you? I could ask you the same thing. Get away from my girl. See this picture? She's mine. I broke up with my girlfriend to be with her, but she stopped texting me all of a sudden, so I was worried. Ryoko, what the hell?
Look, I can explain.
Irie? Are you cheating on me? How could you do this to me? I trusted you. The other night at the hotel, you said you loved me.
What? What are you talking about?
Ryoko? You slept with him? Oh yeah, and not just once. Oh, you little shit! How could you?
Hold on, he's lying. I can explain.
She tried to talk her way out of it. It was too late. For the first time, she was actually telling the truth, but that didn't matter. Then, a few minutes later, she came clean about everything.
Miki, she asked me to help her. She wanted to break up with you.
But why? And why did she come to you?
She said someone at work asked her out, but her parents set her up with you, right? So she couldn't be the one to end the relationship. So she came to me and, well, you know the rest.
What? Why would you do that? That's so messed up.
Miki paid me.
So what? You slept with him?
Wait, no, that's not true. All we did was go to the movies and stuff.
Okay, I've heard enough. Bye now. When I got home, I called up Miki's parents and told them about what happened. So yeah, she wanted to break up with me, but she didn't have the guts to do it herself, so she paid her friend to do it for her.
Oh no.
This is fraud. She's not getting away with this. I'm going to press charges and sue her for damages. About an hour later, Miki and her parents showed up at my doorstep. I'm so sorry!
She told me you dumped her. She said you were interested in another girl.
That's what she wanted you to believe. But that woman was her friend, the one she paid off. She was trying to set me up. You got anything to say to me?
Sorry.
What was that?
I'm sorry I tried to set you up.
If you wanted to break up with me, why didn't you just say so?
Because my parents, I knew they keep bugging me about it, so...
Is that it?
Huh?
My guess is, you were already seeing this other guy when your parents tried to set you up with me.
What?
You're not a very good liar.
What? You were cheating on him right from the start? I really liked him, and he said he liked me too, so...
You're a horrible person. You know that? All you care about is yourself. I'm so sorry, sir! We'll make this right! We'll pay you in full!
Yeah, so please don't tell people about this.
Fine, then. But I never want to see her again. I want it in writing.
Miki, apologize to him right now. Sorry.
After that, Miki got kicked out of the family. And the guy she was with, he dumped her too. She was all alone now.
I'm sorry. Please take me back. Please.
She called me, begging me for a second chance. Yeah, right. I don't trust you. Don't call me again. I hung up the phone before she could say anything. Then I blocked her number. Not sure what happened to her after that. As for Ryoko Ishigami, aka Airi, the guy she was with the other day, he dumped her. Turns out, he was her fiancé. After that, her family disowned her. Sucks for her, but oh well. I guess they got what they deserved. Good riddance. I still want to get married someday, but I think I'm gonna take a break from the dating scene for a while. I'm Kazuhiko Murase. I'm a 24-year-old businessman. I had a pretty normal life. But then one day, everything changed for me. It all started when I got this phone call.
Is this Murase?
Yeah. Who's this?
It's me, Akari Kawano.
Kawano? Wait, you mean...
You owe me a favor, remember? Well, it's been a while, but I need you to do something for me.
It was this girl I went to high school with. All the memories were coming back to me. When I started 12th grade, these kids started picking on me. I was the quiet type, so I was an easy target for them. One day, the bullies were trying to take my money, but then Kawano came and stopped them for me. She was in 10th grade at the time.
Get the hell away from him!
She was one of the bad girls. Everyone was scared of her. Nobody dared cross her. My classmates walked away without saying anything. Thank you so much. Is there anything I can do to thank you?
Don't worry about it. First, you gotta learn how to stand up for yourself, man. You can thank me when you're a man.
Okay.
Here's my card. Those idiots come back, just tell me and I'll get rid of them for ya.
Why are you helping me?
I like to help people, you know?
So she gave me her number, and I gave her mine. She helped me out a few times after that, but I was kinda scared of her. I didn't really talk to her that much. It's been so long. I wonder what she needs my help with. She said she wanted to talk, so I decided to meet up with her.
I need you to tell me everything you know about weddings.
Weddings? You're getting married?
No, not me. My sister is. She wants me to come, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Never been to a wedding, so...
Apparently, she recently moved here, and she didn't know anyone else in town, so I was the only one she could ask. This shouldn't be too hard. Phew.
So are you gonna help me or not? You said you'd help me.
Oh, of course not. No worries.
Alright, good.
After that, I met up with her a couple of times. Things were kinda awkward between Kawano and her parents, but she was still good friends with her sister, so she couldn't wait for her wedding day. She seemed really excited. That's kinda cute. It's a side of her I didn't know about. I taught her all kinds of things about attending a wedding. Customs, etiquette, that sort of stuff. She did some research on her own, but she said she was overwhelmed by the amount of information on the internet. She didn't know what to believe. So I taught her everything she needed to know, step by step. I've been to a lot of weddings, so I knew how these things went. Then one day, we went shopping to pick out her dress.
Ugh, can I just wear the one I have at home? I don't want to wear this. It's all girly and stuff.
You gotta look your best. You don't want to embarrass your sister in front of her guests, do you?
No.
Alright. You gotta get yourself a proper dress. How about this one?
I don't think it'll look good on me.
You sure? I think it's cute.
Fine, I'll try it.
Then we went out to dinner to practice table manners.
I've never been to a place like this before. Getting all nervous.
But the wedding's gonna be even fancier, so you gotta get used to it.
Right.
Use the ones on the outsides first, like this. Then hold them like this.
Like this?
Kawano was a pretty quick learner, and she did everything I told her to, so it wasn't hard teaching her.
Hey, stop calling me Akari-san.
Huh?
Just call me Akari.
Oh, okay, Akari?
Why are you blushing, man?
Sorry, can you call me Kazuhiko then?
Alright, Kazuhiko. Deal.
Okay.
Come on, let's eat.
Okay, I was kinda scared of her at first, but I was starting to like her. She was kinda cute. Then, about a month before the wedding, I was out shopping with her. We were going to get some shoes for the wedding, but then, when I met up with her at the park, her eyes were bloodshot red. Looks like she's been crying. What happened? You okay?
The wedding? They told me not to come.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought your sister invited you.
She did, but her fiance's parents, they don't want me there. They heard about my past and they called me and told me not to come. They said they want nothing to do with me.
She used to hang out with the bad crowd, but that was years ago. And she always loved her sister, and she still does. How can they do this to her? What was the name of her fiancé? Nakai, right? Let's go talk to him. I'm sure he'll understand if we just talk to him.
Nah, I don't want to trouble my sister, so I'm not going.
You sure about that? Don't you want to see your sister in her wedding dress? This is her big day. All the hard work you put in, you're just gonna throw it out the window? Come on, let's go talk to them. They can't do this to you. I'll come with you.
Kazuhiko.
Wow!
Thank you. I really appreciate your help, man.
Sure. We're friends now, so that's what friends do, right? Come on, let's go talk to him tomorrow.
Okay.
The next day, we went to Nakai's office to have a little talk with him. Akari didn't have his number, but she knew where he worked, so we decided to wait for him outside the office. Then, about an hour later...
That's him, I think.
Huh?
What the...
What's going on here? Let's go after them. We followed them. Then, they walked into this hotel together.
I can't believe it. He's cheating on my sister? This is unbelievable.
Yeah, we didn't know what to do. I told her we should go home, but she said she wanted to confront him. I couldn't just leave her there, so I decided to wait with her. Then, about 3 hours later... There he is! Nakai walked out of the hotel. He was still with the same girl. I took some pictures for evidence. Then, Akari jumped out and ran towards him. Hey!
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Who the hell are you?
I'm Shiori's sister.
Huh? What do you want?
You cheating on my sister? How dare you?
What? No, it's not like that. She's a nobody.
What? Screw you. We just slept together.
Shut up! What a piece of shit. Then, Akari slapped him as hard as she could.
You little shit. You're not getting away with this.
People were starting to gather around them. Nakai just stood there looking like an idiot. Come on, let's go! I didn't want to get her in trouble, so I grabbed her and ran out of there. Akari was crying. A week later, I met up with her again. It was my first time seeing her after the incident.
I told my sister about
I see.
Yeah, I just couldn't let it go, you know?
Yeah. Your sister must have been shocked.
Yeah, she cried. When I told her I smacked him in the face, she laughed. She broke up with him yesterday. She was upset, but she was glad she found out before the wedding.
So she called off the marriage. But it didn't end there. A few days later, Akari called me.
It's about Shiori.
What is it?
Nakai's parents called her. They said they want to talk to her in person. She asked me to come along with her. She's pretty nervous. Could you tag along, just in case?
Of course. I'll be there. What did they want now? I had a bad feeling about this. They told Shiori to meet them at this hotel in the city. Akari and I sat down at a nearby table and watched. I wanted to hear what they had to say, so I told Shiori to call Akari's phone and leave her phone on the table. Nakai's parents arrived just on time. It was just his mother. We picked up the phone and started listening in.
So, what did you want to talk to me about? I'll be blunt. I admit my son cheated on you, but maybe this is partially your fault. Excuse me? He was clearly unhappy with you. That's why he did this. And it was just a one-time thing. You've got to give him another chance. I haven't done anything wrong. And even if he was unhappy with me, that doesn't give him the right to betray me like that. He cheated on me. I'm not going to forgive him. Ugh, you're so stubborn. No wonder my son cheated on you. And you don't even have proof. You're a horrible person. My son did nothing wrong.
She's unbelievable. Like mother, like son, I guess. She wasn't making any sense.
You embarrass our family. This is all your fault. Apologize to me right now.
Akari couldn't take it anymore. She got up and walked up to their table. I wasn't gonna stop her either this time.
Hey, you got a minute?
Who are you?
Shut up! How dare you talk to my sister like that? You want proof? Here. Your son cheated on her. This is all his fault. It's as simple as that. Get the hell out of here.
Last time I saw her like this was back in high school, when she defended me against those bullies. She always stood up for the right things. But Nakai's mom, she didn't back down. She kept yelling at Akari. I gotta do something. But then, something unexpected happened. Someone started clapping.
Huh?
What's the...
We were really confused. We looked around, and there was a group of old men sitting at a nearby table.
We didn't mean to eavesdrop, but you were very loud, so we heard everything. Sounds like you're the one at fault here. Stop trying to blame her for your son's mistakes. It's pathetic.
Like she said, this is your son's fault. Nobody else's. And they even got proof. So I know they're your family. But you should take a second and think about this, ma'am. That shut her up. She just stood there in silence. There was nothing else she could say. She finally gave up. Then she said, sorry, and left the hotel. We thanked the group of old men and left the hotel a few minutes later. Akari and Shiori looked much better now.
Kazuhiko, right? Nice to meet you. Sorry to get you involved in this.
Oh, it's okay. I wanted to come.
I asked him to tag along. Thanks, man.
Sure, I wasn't able to do much, but...
I heard you were teaching my sister table manners and stuff. Thank you so much. I'm sorry the wedding got canceled.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's Nakai's fault.
Yeah, forget about him though. I deserve better. I've already moved on, so no worries. I'll be able to get married in no time. Oh, and I can't wait to see you in that dress. The one you were telling me about?
Sounds good. Hope you find someone like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what? Then, 3 years later, Shiori got married. I got to meet her husband before the wedding. He seemed like a very nice guy. And our daughter was the ring girl. She turned 1 a few months ago. Akari and me, we got married 2 years ago. Akari wore the dress we picked out together 3 years ago. and she remembered all the stuff I taught her. Then, towards the end of the wedding, Shiori read a letter she wrote for Akari.
My sister was always there for me. Always. She's the best sister ever. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her.
Shiori!
Akari, stop crying. Here, use this. Akari felt partially responsible for Shiori's wedding getting cancelled. I told her it wasn't her fault, but she was always beating herself up for it. But now, I think she'll be okay. Then, when Shiori and her husband came to our table,
If you make her cry, I'll beat the crap out of you.
Akari, stop it.
Don't worry, that'll never happen. I promise.
Shiori couldn't stop laughing. It was a beautiful wedding. It was a rough couple of years for all of us, but just glad everything worked out.